come in.
Hey, Dendi.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm also good. I'm fine.
You, Kimi?
Oh, I'm fine. Like a ping of hell.
Wow, that's good.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question? Some of you guys question. How is your parents' condition now?
They think they're still good and healthy.
Okay. You, Kimi?
Good.
That's all.
Yeah,
That's all.
How about you, Aaron?
Me, gratefully, my parents are fine and still healthy. Actually, I want to ask you guys some questions. How many A's did you guys get in SPM?
For me, I'm only get 3A only, but
Okay.
but the other is A plus.
Oh.
What a genius man.
Hey, I don't want to talk.
You guys are so
Oh.
genius.
So me, the story like this lah. So I came late to my school. So all the A's and A minus are taken by all my friends.
Oh.
Accidentally, when I arrive at my school, there's only A plus. So I take all the A plus.
Oh, you talk so big lah.
I don't want to talk big, but this is Kimi. So how about you, Aaron?
Me? I only get 6A. Are you laughing, Kimi?
Oh.
No, I just achoo.
So, what did you guys think? What did you guys think the hardest subject in SPM?
The hardest subject SPM for me is the subject to confess a girl. Just kidding.
Whoa.
The subject is admit.
I think I know who he want to confess.
Yes, I think I know. I know too. The girl is
I'm just kidding, man.
Okay,
It's-
okay.
Start with G, right?
Yeah, G.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
It's not reality.
For me, the hardest subject is loving you.
Who?
Oh,
No,
You love me?
no. I just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
For me, in my life, there's nothing hard for me.
Who?
Everything gonna be like a peanut.
Who?
Oh,
Peanut.
Peanut?
Yes.
Like your girlfriend, right?
Oh,
I think it's
whoa.
I heard Kimi now have a girlfriend.
Is
Can
that
you
right?
describe about her?
Okay. The girl name is Cheng. Not a real name. Okay. She's very beautiful. You want to see her picture?
Yes.
Oh, the girl.
Of course.
This. Oh.
Oh. Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Yes. She always make me happy and blush. So I love her so much.
I am jealous of you because you have a beautiful girlfriend.
So how about you, Dendi? Do you have a girlfriend?
Man, I want to have a girlfriend too, but I don't.
Unfortunately, you single, right?
I'm not very handsome like you.
Oh.
Can I take your girlfriend?
Wow, that's
What?
too much, bro. I think we are getting so far from our real topic.
Ah.
Okay. So, do you guys know the due date of our task is this night?
This night.
Right.
So if we not done or settle our task, Dr. Vivi will scold us. So let's get
True.
get back to our topic now.
So, Dendi, what is the purpose we gather here?
I think we must discuss one topic that we learned last week. That is the historical development of the Malay language. Aaron, can you give me to tell us about the concept of the word Malay?
The Malay term that refer to race can be seen in two meanings. That is, in broad understanding and in narrow understanding. In the broad understanding, the Malay term refer to Austronesia races, which is found in Malay archipelago, that is, Kepulauan Melayu.
Oh.
In a wider context, Austronesian cloud also covers other Austronesian region.
Wait, let me add something. Okay, in Malaysia, the meaning becoming narrower. That is stated in Malaysia Constitution. Under Article 153, a person is defined as a Malay race when they can speak Malay, practicing Malay customs, and Muslim. Thus, if someone is apostate or change citizenship, then they will lose the Malay status they carry.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah.
But did you guys know there are two hypotheses about the origin of the Malay race? That is Central Asia region and archipelago.
What is Central Asia region in Malay?
Oh, I know. Central Asia region is Asia Tengah in Malay. So, I
What about
understand.
archipelago area?
Archipelago area is Nusantara. So, you know, right?
Oh.
You know now?
Yeah. Yes,
thank
I
you.
know.
Hmm.
Dendi, according to the Central Asia region hypothesis, Malay people are said that they move from north to south. They are said that they are from southern China. The places highlighted by the researcher include Yunnan region in southern China. Their migration believed to occur in two groups, that is, Proto-Malay and Deutero-Malay. Proto-Malay group believed to have migrated to the archipelago around 2500 BC.
Wow.
I want to add again. This Proto-Malay civilization is said that they are more advanced than the Negrito people, which already exists in the archipelago. Okay, you understand?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. It is said that Proto-Malay people live in nomadic life. They know how to make farming tools, broken goods, and jewelry tools. Their era is known as Neolithic era or New Stone era, and they make tools from stones.
Wow. I want to add something.
Oh,
The migration of Deutero-Malay group is also said to happen around the year 1500 BC. This group are believed that they come from Yunnan area at South China. Their civilization are more advanced than the Proto-Malay. Their era is known as Bronze Era, and they make hunting and farming tools from iron. Other than that, Deutero-Malay are expert in astronomy and navigation field. They live by the beach and they spread almost throughout the Malay archipelago.
Did you guys know that the arrival of Deutero-Malay has caused the Proto-Malay move to the inland, that is in the forest and mountain areas. This is suitable with their lifestyle, which live in nomadic life.
Now I know.
I know.
Now I know.
But what about the archipelago area?
According to archipelago area hypothesis, this hypothesis refutes the opinion about the Malay race originated from Central Asia. The first evidence that can be seen from the term of language research at the South Asia. The result of comparative language research conducted by several linguists show that the language in archipelago do have a kinship relationship. This is the mother language, Austronesian language.
Besides that, cultural studies also proven that the origin of the Malay language come from archipelago area. Regarding that, an English scholar named John Crawford do a comparison language research that found in Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, and Polynesia area. The result of his research show that Malay and Java race had a high culture stage in the 19th century.
Can I know about the ancient Malay language?
Yes, you can. The ancient Malay language developed in the archipelago between the 7th and 13th centuries. Before the existence of ancient Malay language, the Malay language used is known as ancient Malay language. Ancient Malay language does not have writing, but only exists in oral form. However, besides of influence of Hindu culture, ancient Malay language largely acquired character to convey in written form.
Wait. Did you guys know the entry of Hindu culture into the Malay world through the dealers and Hindu religious preachers who stopped by the archipelago since the century AD has been encouraging use of Sanskrit language into ancient Malay language?
Through the information that I found on the internet, according Ismail Hussein, through the influence of Sanskrit language, Malay language undergoes its first evolution from a society that is relatively inferior in culture and knowledge. Malay language experienced the first change towards a competent scholarly language of conveying high new ideas. Besides that, the Hindu cultures introduced writing in the ancient Malay language, namely Pallava Nagari, and Kawi, which evolved the ancient Malay language into ancient Malay.
So, the example of Pallava, Nagari, and Kawi is this.
Wow.
You can see, this is Pallava.
Now I know.
You know,
Now
this is
I
Pallava, but this is Kawi. Kawi.
Oh, this is
Kawi.
Oh,
Yes.
Very different.
Different with our writing now. Okay?
Kawi, right? Not
Yes.
Kawi.
Bukan. Kawi. No.
Oh.
I'm sorry. So,
Okay, it's Kawi.
let's back to our
It's
topic. Ancient Malay language played an important role and rapidly growing in the era of the kingdom of Sriwijaya. You know what is Sriwijaya?
Yes, it's
Ah.
from the history that I learned. I heard about Kerajaan Sriwijaya.
Yes.
It's the Kerajaan Sriwijaya, right?
Yes, about Dewa. You know, you remember, right?
Yeah.
In our
Before.
history, yes. In those era, Malay language has reached its first glory. Hence, the era of ancient Malay language ended in the 13th century when Kingdom of Majapahit, which is based in Java, was established at the end of the year 1293. At that time, Java language plays a major role. Do you want to add some?
Yeah.
Maybe?
And from the research done, the researcher were able to identify some characteristics
Okay.
of the ancient Malay language. Those characteristics can be reviewed from the point of view of the writing system and spelling, also vocabulary. Can you guys explain about the system and spelling of ancient Malay language?
Sure, why not? But wait, I want to open the fan, so we will not getting hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So I will continue my explanation. So the four inscribed stone in 7th century, that is inscribed stone in Kedukan Bukit, Talang Tua, Kota Kapur, and Karang Brahi using Palava writing or script. I will give you an example. Wait. I will search in Google.
Okay.
So this is the example.
Wow,
Wow.
Amazing. This is Palava.
Wow.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
cool man.
So, I will continue. According to Casparis, the Palava writing on the inscribed stones is a type of Palava Kemudian that was used in Malay archipelago from the 7th century until the first half of the 8th century AD. This Palava script was originally a Grantha script used by the Dravidian Brahmins to write books in Sanskrit in South India. Casparis described the script as a Palava script because this Indian script was used during the era of the Palava kings around the 4th century. Different with the initial Palava that used large scale characters. Palava's writing then used the same high character as if written between two straight lines.
Wow,
Oh.
like that.
And other than Palava writing, ancient Malay language also written with Nagari writing that origin from North India. These Nagari writing are used at the Ganda Suli inscribed stone. One more writing that used in ancient Malay language is Kawi writing. According to Jensen, the Kawi name comes from the word Sanskrit Kavi, which means poet. Jensen. And Jensen thinks that the Kawi script is sourced from Pali Kyoksta script, which comes from Brahmi Purba script in India. These cursive Kawi writing in the early stages are written on the palm leaf. Then the writing are modified and carved on stone. This Kawi writing used on inscribed stone in Joreng and Padang Lawas, which both are located in Tapanuli, Sumatra Utara. Inscribed stone, did you guys what is inscribed stone?
I don't know. Can you show to us?
Yeah,
about-
sure. Can I borrow your
Yeah,
phone?
sure. But don't open the chat.
Okay.
Very private.
This is the example picture of inscribed stone.
Oh, this. Oh, I know
Yeah.
about it.
Oh,
In Malay, it's batu bersurat.
Oh, okay.
Now I know.
But Dandy, what about the vocabulary in ancient Malay language?
What I understand about the vocabulary in ancient Malay language, from the 50 line of ancient Malay language text written on 7th century, inscribed stone, we can identify the characteristic of some ancient Malay language vocabulary. Either one of the most obvious is ancient Malay language are much influenced by Sanskrit language. Sanskrit language not only enriched the Malay language vocabulary, even through its influence, Malay language undergoes change toward scholarly language. Ancient Malay language are easily influenced by Sanskrit language because the influence of Hindu Buddhist religion. Sanskrit language is a noble language and have a high civilization, also a lack of Malay vocabulary to express new concepts.
Wow, what a brilliant explanation. Now I understand about our topic,
Okay.
but not more lah. I think we will discuss it with
I think you need to
more
learn more from Google.
more details. So, but I think we all getting thirsty. So, can we take a break? A little bit, to take some water.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, can go. You don't want someone?
No, no, no.
Oh,
I'm not thirsty.
you're not thirsty. Eh?
I'm strong.
I'm very thirsty, man.
I'm still hydrated.
Wow.
I'm still hydrated.
I hope I can be like you.
Ah,
Why?
oh, so strong.
So strong, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to take break. So, can we continue our topic?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about the classic Malay language. What do you guys understand about it?
Let me think about it. Wait, I want to read some article. Okay. Era of classic Malay language started in 14th century. The first evidence that showed the classic Malay language had been used was at Terengganu. Sorry, there's typo here. I repeat, okay. The first evidence that showed the classic Malay language have been used was at the Terengganu inscription stone. Or what we call in Malay is batu bersurat, you know.
Yeah. Just now I just said it. Yeah, batu bersurat.
Correct, Aaron, correct. For your information, the classic Malay language reached its glory during the Kingdom of Malacca. You know what is Malacca?
Yes.
Parameswara.
Oh.
Behind the trees and
What the
the
kancil?
kancil keep dog,
Very hard.
and he's feel amazing
Wow.
and built a kingdom at there
Yeah.
called Malacca.
I
According to
heard about
the trees name, Pokok Malacca. like
Now
that.
I know.
The kingdom of Aceh is is at Indonesia.
Oh, Indonesia.
Indonesia,
Oh.
very near with Malaysia. And the kingdom of Johor Riau. Johor Riau, you know what is Johor Riau?
Is it not the Johor?
Johor, yes, Johor Riau.
Johor?
Johor?
Beside Melaka?
Yeah, I think.
Is it not?
Yes, that's it. Johor, like we know, Johor Takzim from Johor.
Is in the
Yes, they have a kingdom. So Malay language developed rapidly in the era of Malacca. It is because Malay political influence allows the Malay language to spread easily. So the Malay language used as the language for spreading Muslim religion.
Oh,
yes.
Religion.
Now I
Religion.
know. Interesting. It's a good idea.
Also, in the era of classic Malay language had maintained its role as a medium of language. Classic Malay language also used as the administrative language or official language. The development of classic Malay language also show the era of intellectual Malay and show that Malay language also has a role as a language of knowledge.
That's good. So, Malay language have a wider role than ancient Malay language. Besides being function as a medium of language and administration, classic Malay language also being function as a language of knowledge. Do you know?
I think I know. Classic Malay language also have a characteristic that including writing and spelling system, vocabulary and grammar.
Yes, that's true. With the influence of Islam, Malay vocabulary has been enriched with words borrowed from Arabic.
And also,
Yes.
the characteristic of classic Malay grammar can be viewed from many aspects, including the usage of word structure, and remuneration.
Tests also have evidence for using classical Malay language that found on Terengganu inscription stone, early letters and literary works which was produced in the classical Malay era. The Terengganu inscription stone had been found in Sungai Teresat. Syed Muhammad Naqib al-Attas determined that the date recorded on the inscription stone was 4 Rajab. Rajab, you know what is Rajab? Rajab is the month in Muslim calendar, Hijrah. Oh, you know? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Nice. 702 Hijrah. It's same like in our calendar, 22 February, 1303. Okay.
Oh, that's long
Long,
time.
long time ago. Based on the date, Malay people on the east coast of peninsular Malaysia embraced Islam earlier than the Malays on the west coast. East coast is peninsula and west coast is us at Sabah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sabah, Borneo.
dia Sabahan.
Yes.
We are original Sabahan.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Evidence in the form of letter involving letters sent by Malay kings in their relationship with other Malay kings, with foreign kings, and with European traders. These early letters were written in Jawi script, and some of them have been preserved until now. These letters are written using the Malay language, and Jawi characters prove that the Malay language in the 16th to 19th century was well mastered by the Western.
Yes, I agree with it. And classic Malay language developed rapidly during the era of Malacca Sultan. Do you know about it? Malacca Sultan?
I think I have
Kesultanan
Sultanan
Melayu Melaka.
Yeah, that's in Bahasa Melayu.
Oh, it's in our history.
Yeah.
We learned it before.
Yeah, we learned it
In
before.
secondary school.
Yes.
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 I know it.
Uh,
I get A plus in this subject.
Really?
Yes, of course.
I really like the
Like a
topic.
peanut.
Like your girlfriend?
Yeah,
No.
kesu-
Don't- Don't get too far, bro.
Oh.
Let's focus
Let's
in our
focus,
topic,
ah.
okay?
I think
Okay.
the topic of Kesultanan Melayu Melaka is the easiest topic in history lah.
Yeah, it's kacang.
Yes,
So,
peanut.
very
Like your
easy
girlfriend.
lah. Very easy lah. Because this topic help us to score A's in history subject.
Like bonus question.
Yeah, bonus question, so easy. Okay,
Okay, let's focus.
let's focus again. Focus.
Let's get back. Among the important literary work related to that era, including sejarah Melayu, Hikayat Hang Tua. You know Hang Tua?
Yes, Hang Tua.
It's the story of Hang Tuah.
Who?
Yeah, like fighting
Fighting.
bad people.
Yes, I know it.
Okay.
Okay, Hukum Kanan Melaka.
Hukum Kanun Melaka is tentang the history that we learn.
Ah,
Yeah,
benar.
Sultan
Yes,
Melaka.
what we call in Malay is undang-undang.
They also have
Yeah.
undang-undang.
Undang-undang, but in a land of Melaka, not at the sea.
Yeah, just Melaka.
Yeah, just Melaka.
And undang-undang Laut Melaka. This
This
is
is for
sea.
sea for Melaka.
Yeah, sea.
What we call in BM is perairan Melaka.
Oh yeah.
Like that
So
lah.
it's
I
the
know.
undang-undang at the sea, right?
Yeah,
sea.
like we
Ah.
call
For fish.
undang Melaka.
Oh.
Like that.
Jam,
Okay.
jam.
Yeah.
Then Hikayat Amir Hamzah.
Yes, I know about it. I know. I have read about this.
It's wonderful story, right?
Yeah, wonderful hikayat.
Yeah.
Hikayat.
And also Hikayat Muhammad Hanafiah.
Oh, this I have not hear about this. So
But-
I hear this for first time.
But this is very good story.
Oh.
Give
Wow.
us many-
Let us find
Yeah.
this book.
After
Yeah.
this, I will find this book. I will read, and I will gain more knowledge from this.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of information from you, my brother.
Yes,
Yes,
that's right. So, did you guys know anything about the modern Malay language? Modern Malay language is the language that we use now, right?
Yeah. Now, this year, right?
Yes,
this
This year, when we continue our study in IPG.
Oh.
Okay, so we learn about it.
This is first time, man.
So Dr. Vivi have teach us about this.
Nice.
So what Can you explain it with more details?
About the modern Malay language.
This based on the book I had studied.
Oh,
Listen.
very
The-
curious. Very
The
curious.
development of the modern Malay language began in the 19th century. The beginning of the era of the modern Malay language was marked by the writing of Abdullah Musi. You know Abdullah Musi?
Yes, I know Abdullah Munshi.
He is very handsome, right?
Yes, I
Oh,
have
and
seen his picture.
More handsome than you, Kimi.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
But Kimi more handsome. Okay, let's focus the topic.
okay.
Don't play. Okay, however, there are research.
I think
that
you want to say researchers.
Yeah,
Okay,
researchers.
researchers.
who think that Abdullah Munshi era was a transition period from the classical Malay language
Yes.
to the modern Malay language. According to Merdeka, the era of the modern Malay language actually began at the beginning of the 20th century.
Oh wow, that's amazing. How about you, Kimi? Can you tell us more about the modern Malay language?
Of course, Karen. So, the modern Malay language developed rapidly after Malay achieved independence in 1957. You know it. What is Independence Day?
Yeah.
Our country get the independence from British.
Oh,
After that, Malay is designed as the national language. As the national language, the Malay language assumes the duties of the official language. So all the people in this country must can speak in that language. Yes,
Oh.
like that. The language of administration, the language of public communication, the medium of language, and many more.
I see.
Also, the development stage of the modern Malay language can be divided into the pre-independence modern Malay period and the post-independence modern Malay period. Aaron, what do you understand about the pre-independence modern Malay?
What I understand about it is the pre-independence modern Malay period started in the 19th and 20th centuries, and Malay language was the medium of language. Before the British era, the Malay language reached a high position, functioning as a medium of language, administration, literature, and the language of delivery in Islamic education centers. In the British era, the Malay language was used in the 5 non-federated Malay states and the federated Malay state.
Oh, now I know. So, Kimi, how about you? What do you understand about the post-independence modern Malay language period?
What I know about it is when Malaysia achieved independence, Article 152 of the Federal Constitution states that the Malay language was the national language of Malaysia. National language. So, like I said just now, all people in Malaysia can speak in Malay and use this language. So, like that lah. Therefore, Malay language became the official language. The selection of Malay language as the national language is based on several factors. Namely, Malay language has the largest number of speakers in the country. Majority. Majority more than minority.
Like,
Alhamdulillah.
oh,
The selection, the second factor is that Malay language is an indigenous language for this country. After that, the use of Malay language as a communication tool had been going on for a long time, and this will not cause problems for general communication because all people can speak in this language. And everybody can understand.
oh. So, like, do you know PTI.
Yes,
Yeah.
about PTI, I
Idea
don't.
is Pudatan sama easy.
Yeah.
Yes,
They also know how to talk in Malay.
it depends to country that they're from.
Oh.
If they're from Indonesia, they can speak, then they can understand.
So in
Malay.
But if they're
Myanmar.
from Bangladesh, Vietnam, or Rohingya, they can speak. They can't speak, but a little people
They
can
try.
speak now. We can try lah,
Only some of the friends.
like that.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Do you guys know that modern Malay language also have many function?
Yes.
Many function.
Yes. But I know a little about it. Modern Malay language has a function of language of communication. Language of communication means the language used as a medium of language for communication process. Modern Malay language also used as a way to convey feeling and thought.
Wow, that's
Wow,
great.
that's
great. Language of unity is also the function of modern Malay language. Language of unity means the language used to unite different races. I think you guys know that our country has multiple races society.
Oh.
All races have its own language, culture, and religion.
So
Yes.
and
Yes. In
you-
addition, the language of knowledge also its function. Malay language become a way to acquire and give knowledge in all aspects. The Malay language have enough vocabulary and terms so that all knowledge in modern life can be expressed in the Malay language.
wow. Yes, modern Malay language have many functions to us.
Yeah.
Did you watch Mat Kilau? The British people say, "Hey, Malay people."
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the influence of foreign language in the Malay language, including my own language?
Can, sure, but let me drink water because after this I will speak
Very long.
like a anti onion.
Oh,
Yeah, anti
You
onion.
have-
What we call in Malay is maci bawang.
oh, you
Ah.
have much explanation to us,
We,
right?
we must we must get ready. Get ready with my idea after this. So take a break lah.
You don't thirsty?
No, I'm not thirsty at all.
Oh, very strong. Huh?
Yes.
Strong stamina.
Yeah. Every day I exercise.
Oh,
I also exercise. I'm the athlete for ITG campus.
yes, right.
Yes.
Is it true? I
Like we see,
I didn't see you.
in this institution, we can see many people with different culture and religion,
Oh.
but still unite.
yes.
Unite.
That's why our country name Malaysia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Malaysia.
Malaysia
And
boleh.
what we celebrate last night is Hari Malaysia.
Yes.
So
Keluarga Malaysia.
we're proud of this. We're proud of this.
Even we are different color,
Yes.
we still reunite.
Ah,
Hashtag Keluarga Malaysia.
Hashtag Keluarga Malaysia.
yes. Or we still can live in the country that we call Merdeka.
Yeah.
Bos.
Merdeka.
So,
So
can
I
you
will
continue?
continue. I know about my own language. Yes, Malay language. First of all, I will tell you all about foreign language borrowing background. The Malay Peninsula has received the influence of foreign language since the ancient Malay language as a result of trade relations with foreign countries. Right? With foreign, yes. In the 7th century, the Malay language was influenced by the Sanskrit language, which is the oldest language originating from India. Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh
I know, I
Khan.
know.
Shahrukh Khan
Dilwale.
is the actor, right?
Yes. Dilwale. The most
Bollywood.
hot movie
He is so
Ah.
handsome now.
for Insomnia.
I admire him.
So, when Islam began to gain a foothold in the Malay island, the Malay language began to receive the influence of the Arabic language. Arabic is like Casablanca,
Oh, Casablanca.
Wahdak anta nasibih. Like that, okay. Then Malay language began to receive the influence of European language. European language is like Charlie Puth yang you just want attention, like that lah. Oh, like that. You can sing. I like your voice. The influence of European language come after European came to Malay land.
So, can you give some example of foreign language borrowing? Do you know?
For me, there are two ways of borrowing the language that I learned. The first, direct lending. This is the form and pronunciation of foreign words adapted in the Malay language in Malay language. In example, character or in Malay character, and computer, but in Malay computer.
Oh.
Same, but different language. The second, translation borrowing. This is a concept given its meaning in the Malay language. In the Malay language. In example, honeymoon. Honeymoon in Malay is bulan madu.
So,
Even the honeymoon is bulan madu, but honey is not a madu that we eat, and moon is not a bulan that we see. Honeymoon is a partner having a date together to celebrate their marriage. It's bulan madu.
But why should there be borrowing from foreign language in the Malay language?
I think language borrowing is aimed at the need to name things, places, and new concepts in a language. Besides that, to overcome the problem of word synonyms, same. But the antonym is different. VS versus.
Oh, in Malay it's kata lawan.
Yeah, kata lawan. In example, the word nikah is borrowed from Arabic for the word kahwin to be more polite and official. Then, to express a word more precisely.
As far as I know, among the influence of foreign language in the Malay language, in the Sanskrit language, can you tell us with more detail?
Yes, of course can. The Sanskrit language was brought by Indian traders who came to the Malay island in the 7th century. It was spread by monks or Hindu Buddhist priests to the local population. They want to spread their religion to people in Melayu. As a result of contact with India, many Sanskrit words were absorbed into the Malay language. In example, vocabulary borrowing and borrowing of prefixes and suffixes, or what we said in Malay is imbuhan awalan dan imbuhan akhiran. Prefixes is imbuhan awalan.
Like right?
Yes. Suffixes is imbuhan akhiran. An example of vocabulary borrowing is agama, saudara. Saudara in Malay is saudara. And baya. Baya in Malay is bahaya.
Bahaya in English is danger, right?
Yeah, like that. Dr. Billy will proud of you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Besides that, an example of borrowing prefixes, or what we call is imbuhan awalan, is mahaguru. Guru plus maha. Mahaguru. Sekolah, prasekolah, dewi bahasa, tata cara, and tri bahasa. For an example of borrowing suffixes or imbuhan akhiran is seni plus man, seniman. Cenda, not cendawan, but cendekiawan. Yeah. Seni plus wati. Wati not a girl, but for girl. This This name for girl, Siniwati. And Karya plus Nita, not Hasnita. Our classmate, not Hasnita, but Nita.
Oh, it's not that. Oh.
Karya Nita, not the
Karya.
kakak cantik. Okay,
Oh.
this is Karya Nita. Okay.
How about Arabic borrowing in the Malay language?
Let me think first. I think I need some research for this. I don't want to talk like a teen zero.
Oh.
So can I?
So take your water first. I will read some article and I will explain.
Can I turn on the other fan?
Yes. Sure. So this is so interesting research. Very interesting research.
Take time.
Take time.
So interesting.
How? So this is a task that given by Dr. Vivi, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we get the history about this. And how about our friend? Like the next team talk about what?
What?
Like they say about.
Also about language
Yes.
lah.
Language.
And
Yeah.
another friend in our class also talk about language but different topic lah.
Oh, I think.
But it's in our option BM, right?
Yes. Yes.
But how about our friend in RBT and PSB?
I think they got they got different question.
Yes, or the same topic but different question lah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is for our assignment for this semester, right?
I hope.
Oh, I think we will make Dr. Vivis proud with this.
I hope lah.
I hope lah. So I will continue
Yes.
from the research. Arabic influence appeared after the influence of India established itself in the Malay archipelago. You guys remember what is Malay archipelago?
Yes.
Nusantara.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kepulauan
oh,
Melayu.
Kepulauan Melayu.
Or what we call
It's
it
also as
Nusantara.
Nusantara.
Yes. There are many Arabic vocabulary that we absorb into the Malay language. In addition, the arrival of Islam also influenced the religion and beliefs and even the culture of the people of Malayaland. An example of borrowing Arabic vocabulary is Imam, Fasal, Nafsu, Nur, like my name, Nur Arif Hakimi, and Sihat. Like Arabic, like Arabic lah, that word.
Is it Nur for girls? No.
No, but for me, special case. So I'm a special person. Okay.
Okay.
For an example of borrowing suffixes is Qori plus ah. Qori ah. Ah.
Oh.
Like that. Qori ah. Muslim plus at. Muslimat. But for Muslimat is for girl. For like us, like me, boy, Muslimin. Plus
Oh.
okay.
I see.
Abad plus I, abadi. Lahir plus ah, lahiria.
Okay.
And ukhrawi. Yeah, ukhrawi. So, then I just see you read some articles last night. What the articles for?
Last night, I think I learned something new. I heard about Persian influence on Malay language, but I don't understand very detail about it. But can you explain in more detail?
Oh, you guys meet the right person.
Ah,
You guys meet the right
nice,
person. Like I said first, everything gonna be like green peanut.
Peanut.
Yeah.
Like sugar bread.
Okay, sure, my friend. I will explain to you with more details. This happened because many speakers of the Persian language have settled in the Malay archipelago for a long time. However, the amount of borrowing vocabulary is not so much. In vocabulary, Khorma. Kebab. Khorma is kurma.
Oh,
Kurma.
Yeah. Kebab is kebab.
Kebab.
Kebab same like burger.
cup.
Jahan. Anggur. Anggur is anggur.
Anggur. It's grape.
Badam. Badam is badam is like a peanut. And bazar. Bazar.
Bazaar.
Bazaar.
Yeah, like
Yesterday.
yesterday we buy some food like
We eat.
sausage and we eat.
Oh.
That's the one of the example of Persian influence. In addition, I will tell you all about Javanese influence, or what we know is Jawa. The rule of Majapahit and the migration of Javanese people to Malayaland has caused the Javanese language to be absorbed into the Malay language. Apart from Sundanese or Pentas Sunda, Minangkabau, Banjar, and Indonesian, the Javanese language is the most influential language compared to others. Among the Javanese words, they are still used awet, ayu, enteng, matang, soto that we eat.
Wait.
Very delicious. And perabot. Perabot is like ni, this pet.
Oh, like that.
Oh.
This.
I
This
see, I see.
and this.
Oh, it's very interesting, but I also want to know about the influence of language against Malay language.
About your language, Chinese.
Yes,
Yes, Chow Ching Long Aaron.
it's my name.
Chinese. Yes. Okay.
Ah.
Don't worry, Aaron. I will explain to you about it. Relations with the Chinese community, especially Hokkien speakers by Hokkien people, have caused a lot of Chinese vocabulary to be borrowed. Plus, Hokkien people were the first to come to Malayaland. The one that come first.
Oh.
Oh.
In example, Kwee Teow. Kwee Teow is same like a me, but
Me.
it's more white.
Sure.
White.
Oh.
Bihun is very thin, like me, but more thin. Samcha. Teko is what we
It's a
put
tea.
the coffee and teko.
Oh.
Gua is home at the
Guanya.
Guanya. And Angpo is like money raya.
Oh, angpao. It's angpao.
Yeah,
Every Chinese New Year I get it.
Gosi Pachai.
Yeah.
Next
Like
year.
that. Next year we will
We will-
get our angpao from
Angpao.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
And
Pocket-
pocket
pocket.
of reach.
100 ringgit.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing. What a brilliant explanation.
Wait. I don't understand something. I also want an explanation from you. And of Indian language.
Oh, Indian. Like
Yes.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Shahrukh
Yes,
Khan.
like
Yeah.
that.
Kajol.
before.
Dilwale Janam. Sure, Dendi, but only a little use of Tamil in Malay. Not too much.
Yeah.
This is because Tamils borrowed a lot from Greek, Portuguese, English, and other language from the East. For example, Akka. Akka, what we call is in Malay is kakak.
Oh.
Sister.
Kakak.
Ama, mama atau mother. Oh, mother. Apa,
Apa?
bapa, father. Canai is roti canai.
Oh,
Yes. Gurindam is Malay. Seni
Oh.
Malay.
Apa?
And Kemendika. This I don't know what's Kemendika. And I will tell you guys about Portuguese influence in the Malay. Portuguese, you know Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Portugal. Siu, like that lah, like that. So the Malay language borrows some vocabulary from Portuguese, who come to Malayaland to trade and expand their influence to the Malay archipelago. For example, almari, meja, or what we call in English table, mentega or butter, bendera or flag, and tuala.
Towel.
Towel.
That's it.
Yes, that's it.
Any else?
Any else? Oh, I remember something. For the influence of the Dutch language or Germany, you know, Germany, Dutch, yes, Germany. Wait, I confused. Dutch is Germany or Belanda?
I think it's
Let make some research.
Germany is like Nazi kan?
Like, yes, I don't know. We confused, so we must do a
Yeah.
research
Search
for
the
Dutch.
first.
Dutch is Belanda or Germany?
I think it's Belanda.
You think Belanda? How
Thing
about
is-
you?
Germany.
I think it's Belanda.
Dutch.
Don't know very much about it.
Oh, Dutch is West Germanic language,
Oh.
but not means the German. So Dutch is Netherlands, Belanda. Okay.
Wait, before that, can I go to the toilet?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Faster, faster.
Oh.
51. Okay.
Oh, so fast.
So fast.
I'm good now.
Okay.
Okay. For the influence. Oh, I will continue. Okay. Are you alright now?
Yes, I'm not alright.
Okay.
But
You're not alright.
You're not alright.
thirsty, thirsty.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Drink first.
Drink some.
You don't thirsty?
No, I'm strong. I'm everyday exercise.
I think our task will
Always hydrate.
done soon. There's a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you continue? Your
I think
explanation?
for the influence of the Dutch language, what we call is Belanda. Because Belanda, Virgil van Dijk, centre back of Liverpool,
Liverpool.
you know.
Liverpool.
You never walk alone.
You never
You
walk
never
alone.
walk
Yes, I never walk alone. I'm the biggest supporter for Liverpool.
Really?
Yes. How about you?
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Chelsea's fan. Oh.
I'm
I know.
You know?
Chelsea is Mendy, the black people,
Oh,
right?
Yes,
Yes.
they're goalkeeper.
You're goalkeeper. How
Me?
about you?
MU.
MU.
Manchester
MU.
United.
Oh, the Portuguese man, right? Cristiano Ronaldo.
Play
Yes, yes.
Europa League.
Yes. But
Choo.
now it's about the football. But this we will talk about the influence
Yeah,
language.
let's focus.
For the influence of the Dutch language, Dutch came after hearing the success of the Portuguese in Malay. However, Dutch vocabulary is quite limited in daily affairs. For example, balcony. Balcony in outside outdoor balcony.
Oh,
Duit. Duit is money. Duit is money. And what is duit. Encel at the door. Commander. Hook. Like Pascal, the movie of our soldier.
It's
Oh.
a great movie.
Good
Pascal.
movie.
this
Commander.
movie.
Korupsi is bankrupt and kursus.
versus
Last but not least, this very biggest influence lah. English influence. The influence of the English language is the most influential and dominant word borrowing in the Malay language.
wow.
Like we speak right now, we use the English language, and they also have influence in my language, Malay language. It was spread through English schools in Malayaland at that time. Many were borrowed due to the development of knowledge in the field of science and technology. Motorcycle parliament and station are one of vocabulary in English influence. So we can hear more to same like Malay language, right?
Yes.
So we can see the influence at them. For prefixes and suffixes, what we call imbuhan awalan and imbuhan akhiran.
No.
Huh?
Yes.
The example are anti-rasuah, anti-social, antibody, economy, nationalism, nationalisme in Malay. That's it. That's very simple, right? But very very good
important
idea.
to us.
Very important to us to continue to settle our task. I'm sorry. Our task that given by Dr.
Yes,
Vivi
yes,
Marlin,
yes.
like our mentor. We love our mentor, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Our mentor very beautiful. Yes.
I agree with you.
Yes.
I hope. Wow, that's a very, very, very insightful sharing from you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you, Dandy. There are many knowledge that we get today from Hakimi.
Like our topic is about history. So like our clothes like more go to history. Like me, Mat Kilau history. Like you were a Malay, and this what your
I don't know what
oh
where
I know
am from.
about Kadazan in Sabah, also about history.
Yes.
History of Sabah.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you guys. I just follow that Malay proverb say that sharing is caring. But before that, they are 6 o'clock and the day will gonna be night. I want to close the window first.
Yes,
Wait,
yes, yes.
Okay.
Go on.
I think okay. I think that's all. That's it. That's all for our task. So, Dandy, you have done our task,
Yes, I'm done.
and you already done.
So,
So after this, we must submit in
Before midnight.
Google Form before midnight.
Yes, yes.
So-
Dandy, you submit, right?
You
Yes.
submit, right?
Because
Okay.
Dr. Vivi, every group,
Okay.
only one person that submit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
We must make Dr. Vivi happy. That's our mentor. Okay. So I think that's all for today. We will continue in other topic that Dr. Vivi will give us in the next set.
Okay.
So I want to say thank you to you guys.
Thank you.
To
Thank you juga, guys.
what I said first day at the early present wait, I'm sorry. What I say in the early right now just an action, not a real life. So not really with someone that already died
Yes.
or live.
It's not reality.
Yes. That's not a reality of us.
About
Just-
your girlfriend, is it
Hey.
That's a sensitive question. I will answer this. I will answer this question after this.
But can I ask you some question about peanuts? Why the name is peanut?
Yes, I want to know too.
Because he really like eat peanut.
Oh.
Okay, I think that's it.
I have this experience.
Oh,
so I cannot eat
my mother
peanut.
called me to back now.
So
Okay,
it's mean I allergy to.
so
Just kidding.
that's all for now. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay, thank you, Dandy.
okay, thank you.
Thank you for inviting us.
Okay, come back here soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Sejam.
Oh.